Hello, I'm back today with Christine Horn. I'm so excited that she agreed to be a guest on my show.
Hey,
And thank you so much, Christine.
thanks for
I,
having me. I feel honored to be on the Kisha show, or whatever we're calling it.
right. It's going to get a specific name one day soon,
Yeah.
I promise. But yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. You were one of the first people I thought of because I just truly love you. And I think you were an amazing person. And not just because of what you do, but just as a person. So I'm so happy that you agreed to be here.
Oh, thank you. I'm proud of you for stepping out. I'm coach hat on. Like proud of you for stepping out and doing your thing and showcasing, showing the world who you are and what you're interested in. I think it's awesome.
So true. So real quick, just so everybody knows, tell us tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, don't get into too much specifics. We'll ask more later, but just tell us about you.
Sure. I am Christine Horn. I am a professional actress of over 20 years, and I'm also an author, singer, and a life and career coach for actors. I'm from New York City, from the Boogie Down Bronx, right, by way of Jamaican and Bermudian ancestry, which is awesome, and Alabama. Don't forget the dad's side. Um, but we, born and raised in New York, moved to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, when I was about almost 15, going into 10th grade. And that's where my life really changed. I ended up going to Tri-Cities High School, which was one of the top performing arts high schools there, where like Kenan Thompson and Candy Burris and Outkast and so many amazing talent has gone to. I graduated there and just knew I wanted to keep performing. That's where I joined a youth theater company in Atlanta called the Youth Ensemble of Atlanta, the Freddie Hendrix Youth Ensemble of Atlanta, where I started performing professionally at around 16 years old. And I just learned so much. It was just like a hub of talent. And so from there, I mean, just doing everything in between. Performed on Broadway with The Lion King. I've actually did Lion King for 5 years. I did 5 companies of it. And that was an amazing experience. And now I live in Los Angeles as a working actor and as a coach.
That's wonderful. I love that. So going back a little bit, obviously you're an actress. When did you know you wanted to be an actress? I'm just curious. Like, what made you? Were you like a young child? I know because when I first started, I always wanted to be a teacher, and when I was
Really?
3 years old, I knew I was going to be a teacher, and I did that, and I realized, obviously it wasn't exactly what I wanted to go, where I wanted to go. But what made you, or when did you want to be an actress?
When I was little, I was always in dance class and things like that growing up, but there was a show I saw called Mama, I Want to Sing. And it was not even close to Broadway. I feel like it was somewhere in Harlem. I don't even remember because I was a kid in New York. But I remember seeing beautiful brown people who looked like me singing. There was lights and there was applause and people just so excited. And I was like, I can do that. I want to do that. And my mother always took me to see Broadway shows, off-Broadway shows. She kept me so involved in theater. She would get tickets from that she would go purchase, or sometimes people would gift them to her because they knew I liked seeing theater. And so it was just always in me. And that's just what I always wanted to do ever since I was little.
That's awesome. I love that. I know it's funny. I say that I always wanted to be a teacher, but now looking back when I was a kid, I remember doing things, pretending I was an actress. Like I would, pretend I was running around corners with like a gun in my hand, getting the bad guys, or, I was in a soap opera on the bed. I remember like, being sick or something. So it's like, I feel like that creativity is always, it's in you, and I had an interview with another, person in the business, and we were talking about when you're an artist, it's like you can't escape from it. You just can't
Yeah,
get away from it. It's part of you.
it
So that's
absolutely
awesome.
is.
I love that. I love that. So you have a coaching program. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about your program and why did you decide to start a program for coaching?
Wow, that's a great question. I moved back to Los Angeles at the top of 2017. Super Bowl Sunday, to be exact, is when I got back, me and my husband and my dog and my turtle. And I started just kind of doing daily live videos on Facebook, just kind of tracking my journey, like anybody cared. But I was just like, I'm just gonna be like, I'm headed to an audition. And then I turned into started giving inspiration some days. I just made it like a challenge for myself because I heard about this Facebook Live thing. I'll try it, right?
Yeah.
But what started to happen was actors who I knew, some who I didn't, started commenting and asking questions. And I was like, wow, y'all really need answers to this? Like, and I realized there was a whole community of people, who were brand new to the business or had been in it but felt stuck, felt needed some motivation. They had friends who were working, but no one was telling them what to do. You don't know what you're doing wrong. And I just started showing up every day. And from there, people would say, do you do any coaching? Could you coach me on this audition? So I started doing audition coaching for people, like one-off sessions here and there. And then like, okay, I'm going to up level to a package. You got to get a package of 4, right? Woo, big deal. But what I saw were the people who stayed with me for a longer time, who kept coming back to get coached. I started teaching them the things that I would do, and they started booking, and I started seeing their progress. And I was like, wow, that's where the change is happening. So I did a few years ago started a membership for actors, and we would get together every month. It was called the Booking Magnet Academy. I know you asked me about that earlier. But what I found when I did that, I had so many actors of so many different levels. It was hard to please everybody or keep everybody challenged or not go too fast for the other people. So I decided to really start to niche down and get very specific about what I was best at and what I heard from my community, which is now called Hollywood Bound Actors. It's a whole online community and movement.
That's what I was thinking. Hollywood Bound
Oh,
Actors.
okay. Yes,
That's the
that's
word.
the online community, Hollywood Bound Actors. And we have a podcast called Hollywood Bound Actors. And you can come to the Facebook group for sure and join us. It's a totally free group. So from there, I'm always getting data, what people are wanting to learn, where they're feeling stuck. And so I ended up really streamlining. And now my really great sweet spot, as you know, because you took my course, is book more TV. I help actors book more TV, period. I'm great at it. I have a ton of television credits. And I say this not to be like to impress you, as Les Brown would say, but to impress upon you that I know what I'm talking about. And I get so pumped up, and having to be able to chance to work with you, Kisha, you know how passionate I get about it. So that's my thing. And then I have a 6-month program called the Inner Circle, where people get mentorship from me for 6 whole months, like hand in hand, walking them through so many things. But it's beautiful because it's the saying that the teacher teaches what they need to learn most. And so as a coach, I really love it because it keeps me sharp, and it's my way of giving back. I have so many successful acting friends, and no shade, but they're not offering the advice. I get to watch them on TV and in movies, but I remember in 2011 when I was in LA the first time, feeling lonely, depressed, not understanding why I couldn't get an audition to save my life. I'd been on Broadway, I'd done some movies and stuff, but I'm sitting here with all this talent, and that really frustrated me. So my goal is to be the coach that I wish I had back then.
Yeah,
And so that's where I operate from.
and I told you that before. That's the one thing that was the beautiful thing I thought about you when I first met you, is that you are a working actor, but you were so selfless that you give and share like everything that you know and everything that you've learned with us. And I think that's just amazing that you do that. You don't hold it back to yourself. And I'm going to switch this view because I hate looking at myself.
Oh, you're not on gallery? You gotta go to gallery view.
I was like, why? I'm just staring at myself. But yeah, like you're so giving, you know what I mean? And I think that comes from a heart of that we're all in this together. When I help you, that helps me, and we're in this together, like, and I really think that's really one of the stand-up things about you.
And I thank you for that. I mean, at the core of it, it's abundance, having an abundant mindset.
Mhm.
This is one strand of hair. What are you doing? Me and my wigs. But at the core of it, it's abundance. And when you know, what's for you is for you. No one can take anything from you. And there's enough to go around. Stuff isn't created by me. I put my own little sprinkle of flavor on it, and then I pass it on to you. Then you put the Kisha flavor on it. And so it's never the same thing twice anyway. So,
It's true. It's
and
true.
so that's just, and I talk a lot about that I have a book for anybody who's interested. It's called Playing Small, The Actor's Guide to Becoming a Booking Magnet. It's on Amazon, on Audible. But if you really need some help with your mindset and adjusting how you would approach this industry and just life, it'll be very beneficial to you.
Yeah, when I bought that book, I shared this with Christine as well. When I bought that book, I literally had like 4 auditions in a week, and I had this long dry spell. And I feel like it's because our minds like block us so much, like because we're like, I want to audition. All we can think about is like one audition. I want to audition. Instead of just allowing it to happen and not like in this stressful, like you said, we're in this lack mindset.
Right.
And it was just an excellent book, and it really changed my mindset a lot. And so I'm so glad that I took that class with you. And so the booking Book More TV is
Yes.
the class that I took.
Yes.
And it was 5 weeks or
It
6
was
weeks.
when it's 5 weeks. If you were in the live version of it, because I'll be in the future, you can get the recording of it. But when I teach it live, and I'll be teaching it live again, starting the registration opens July 6th, 2020. Whenever you're listening to this, it's a 5-week course, pretty intense, as you know. But
Yes.
yeah,
5-week course, and it's like legit, straight coaching with Christine. She's just there for you one-on-one. And another thing I love about Christine is that she has this, like, she's just so real and so fun. So it's like
I
this,
don't know what you're about to say.
she's like this, I call it tough love. And and I always throw this in there too. Christine and I have Jamaican in our blood. So I really can, I don't know, gravitate towards that, where people are like, I don't want you to like gloss things over. I want you to tell me the truth,
Yeah,
but do it in love, not like this, you did that wrong and you need to fix this, or that, oh, it was great. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
she's just like, no, honey child, come on. You know better than that. Get your background right, And it makes it so much more, okay, Christine, I'll do it. It's a whole different way of training. And that's what I love the most. And I gravitate towards that. And so I took this course, and it's really upped my self-tape game. It has
you
upped
got a booking
my
during the
booking
class.
game. Yes, I booked jobs. I mean, and like I said, but the biggest thing I think that a lot of us have gained the most is definitely from the self-tape, and which we're going to need right now, because I really feel
Absolutely.
like the future is self-tapes, you know?
Absolutely.
So I think
We're
that's
only going
huge.
deeper into that arena.
It's huge. So I would encourage anybody that if you feel like you're kind of stuck right now, and you don't know how to, get your mindset right and that self-tape game right, I would really encourage you to join this Bookmark TV group. And we're a community too. All of us keep in touch
Yeah,
now. We're helping each other in the group, and
I love it.
it's
It's so nice
become
to
a
see.
wonderful community. And one other thing I want to add about the Bookmark TV is I also like the fact that in your program, you have it where we submit a self-tape to you,
Hmm.
and you will critique it for us, like in like live time, basically, as you're watching it and going through the script. And I've had people offer that before, but the way you did it was so specific. I'm thinking, girl, are you sure you want to do this with 7 people in the class? But she did. She took the time to go through each and every one of us, and that was really eye opening too, to find our ticks and you know
Yeah.
things that we need to correct, and that was really good. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go deep, because what I had a young lady I coached with yesterday, and she did that. She hadn't experienced me doing that. And I was like looking at the script, and I said, well, it says this. I said, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? What do you have that on for? It says she's a lawyer. You got a t-shirt on. Like, what's going on? Like little things like, but when you're in your own bubble, you're like, this seems good enough. I feel like this was good. Right. And if you're showing it to a friend who's just trying to not hurt your feelings, they're like, or doesn't know better either, they're like, yeah, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're wondering why you're not seeing that progress. So I'm glad you felt that love. And I felt each person who invests with me, no matter what, my goal is to always over deliver and exceed expectations.
That's right.
And I don't want you talking about Christine didn't give you your time. Like, no, like if you show up, I will show up as well.
That's right.
I'll meet you halfway.
That's right. So one other thing I want to talk about your program. So what is the difference between being in, say, Bookmore TV or in the Hollywood group as opposed to your inner circle? Like, what's the difference?
Well, our Hollywood Bound actors community is just a free community. So come join us. Absolutely. It's just where we gather. Sometimes I have guest experts come in. Sometimes I'll do some live streams during the week. That's just free. It's like, come hang out in the lobby, right? Of
Oh,
my
oh, I
building.
almost forgot your YouTube too.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yes. The
yes.
Daily Bread, Actors Daily Bread. Child, you should,
Yes.
yeah,
We'll have to
here.
put some links wherever you show this.
I will. And that's
Yeah.
what
So I have,
convinced me was when I watched your that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
well, here's the thing, I meet a lot of people who like, oh, I really want to work with you. I don't have the money yet. I'm like, I totally get it. I charge a premium for the work that I do because, as you've heard just from Kisha about one program, like it's a lot, and you get so much, and you have it with you forever. So I would say my YouTube channel is all my free offerings. Right now, there's over 250, easily 300 videos on my YouTube channel. So I have a show called Actors Daily Bread. It comes out every Tuesday at 8. But I mean, you can literally, Kisha, you can just binge. Just
Yeah.
go to my YouTube channel, Coach Christine Horn, or just put Christine Horn, you'll find me, and go to the playlist and click Actors Daily Bread. Just let it play. Just let it play. So I would say there's no excuse. When people are like, I don't have the, well, you don't have the money? Go watch my YouTube channel. I'm giving you gold there for free anyway. So that's that. Bookmore TV is very specific just to that one thing. But my inner circle, clients who come to me for that, I'm working on like the whole actor. So I have clients who, yes, we drill self-tapes. That's one thing. I drill the way what you got in Bookmore TV on week 5, I do that every week with my clients.
Oh,
They
wow.
tape, I give them notes, they retape. And we do that. You tape multicam, single cam, film, drama, Disney kid shows. Like I get them to do so many things, drama, comedy, and they're like, oh gosh, they don't know which way they're coming. And I do that to work the muscle. And so you're not thrown by, I just love drama. And then you get a audition for a Blackish or some multicam show. You're like, oh shoot, I'm not funny. We got to work. That's why I make sure you work on everything. But in addition to that, we meet once a month as a group. And then people meet with me once one-on-one privately, like a Zoom, like we're doing now. But then we work on what your overall arching goals are. We plan marketing strategies for your Instagram or for your YouTube. Some of my clients are writers. So some of them are, in addition to acting, they're like shooting pilot scripts. One of our clients just submitted a script to Sundance. So it's also just keeping everybody accountable for what it is that's their goal. Some people are like, I really need to get an agent and a manager. And we really focus our one-on-one time on that kind of strategy. So it's very tailored to each person based on what their goals are and what they want my help on. But what's consistent is the self-tapes. And anybody in my inner circle gets access to all my digital programs anyway, including Bookmore TV.
Fantastic. So
it's very intense. It's very intense.
Yes, it sounds intense, but it sounds amazing. Like just having this person in your back pocket that's going to always be there for you. And you can just, count on and rely on all the time. I love that. So can we just toot your horn for a second?
I feel like we've been tooting my horn already, but sure.
No, even more. Can we just tell everybody some of the work you've done as an actress? Because I know your coaching is amazing, but I mean, they said the proof is in the pudding. Like seriously, I mean, you are a booking magnet. And I got your t-shirt too, by the way. It hasn't come in the mail yet, but I can't wait to get it.
Yeah, thank you. I think they're having some issues because of the quarantine. I ordered some more merch too, and it hasn't gotten to me yet either.
Yeah, it's because of all that's going on with quarantine time. I understand that. So some of the shows you've been in have been.
Oh, let's see. It's so funny. Blackish.
Code.
This is when I need my own IMDb. Not to be funny, I legit start to forget. Blackish.
That's a nice problem to have.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Timeless. Good Girls. SWAT. I was just in the most recent Terminator movie. In The Way Back with Ben Affleck.
And more.
The Good Doctor.
That's the one I was thinking of. The Good Doctor.
Yeah.
That was a great role because weren't you nominated for something?
I was on the Emmy ballot for Outstanding Guest Actress. Yeah. Didn't get it, of course, but I got that role. I was like, it got me on the ballot, which was awesome. Yeah. Got to play Harriet Tubman on a sci-fi show called Timeless. That's off the air now, but I think it's still on Hulu. Complications, so many. I do a lot of television. And I'm
Oh,
really not trying to be funny. I once I book it and it's out, I just kind of forget about it.
no,
Um, but yeah, I'll be coming soon. Well, I don't know whenever, now that everything's shut down,
no.
finish shooting, but there's a new series um, coming out called Hellstrom. It's a new Marvel show. I'll be on that. And there's a new show called Big Shot on Disney with John Stamos, and I'll be on there as well. But again, don't know when those are coming out due to everything. So
Amazing. Amazing. That's, see, like I said, I'm like, I want to learn from you
yeah,
because you're in the trenches, you've been there, you know what you're doing. So I want advice from you, someone like
yeah,
you, you know?
yeah. I think that's always the way to go
Yeah.
in any area of life where you're seeking a mentor.
Mhm.
Even if the person's not 50 steps ahead of you, just even a few steps at the direction in which you're trying to go. I think the success path has been laid. So just kind of follow into it.
That's right. So last question, what's one piece of advice you can give to any actor or something that you wish that all actors would know or knew?
One piece of advice: you have to validate yourself.
Mhm.
And I know that may or may not sound easy, but I say that because we face so much rejection on a daily basis. That's the part that can really rip us down if you just don't stay in the knowing that you're good enough, you're worthy enough, I deserve to be here, I know what I'm doing, this is my gift, this is my passion, and not let anybody take that away from you. But
Mhm.
if you come in auditions and hope for gigs and are seeking validation beyond did you book the job or not, of course we want to book it, but sometimes as actors we come into the room just saying, please like me.
Mhm.
It's not
Mhm.
about booking the job. We're looking for you to say, Kisha, you're good enough.
Yeah.
I like you. And so
Mhm.
there's just it sounds very simple and like, it may not feel like a tangible tip now, but just plant that in your mind, because that's what will help sustain you
Mhm. Mhm.
in this career, because it's tough. It's not easy. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Thank you.
start validating yourself,
Yeah.
whatever that means. You might need to listen to motivational videos on YouTube every day, pump yourself up, personal development. Like, it starts in the mind. And that's where I saw the shift in my career.
Hmm. Hmm. Wow. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
because
stuff. See y'all.
whatever you
Drop.
got going on shows up on camera and it shows up in the room.
Mm.
So no
Mm.
matter how you try to mask it, we can see you. And the
Mhm.
camera, specifically, what I like to teach all my clients, the camera is a lie detector and your eyes tell no lies. We'll be able to tell.
I love that. So
Yeah.
good. So good. Thank you so much, Christine,
Thank you for having me.
on with me. And so I want everybody to drop everything and follow Christine on all her social media accounts. Can you just tell us where people can find you?
Yes, the easiest way to find me, I hang out on Instagram all the time at actress Christine Horn, Horn. And come join our Facebook group, Hollywood Bound Actors. I think if you do that, you will get what you will find out about all the other things. And one last thing, if you are an actor and you want just some tips, get a little feel for how I train. We were talking about how big self tapes are going to be for us. If you go to tapelikeapro.com, tapelikeapro.com. I like to sing everything. Tapelikeapro.com. You know how I do. But that's a free 5-part series. You get all the videos at once, and you can really get a sense of how Kisha has stepped up her self-tape game and how you can do it too. So that's a little free gift for all your viewers.
Fantastic. And it's Hollywood Bound Actors on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll find us.
Awesome.
We stand out on Facebook. Just put it in the search bar.
Well, that's so awesome. Thank you again, Christine, so much. I wish you all the best. Loads of blessings on your career and your life and everything that you do. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
It's my
And
pleasure. Sending all that right on back.
Yes, yes, yes. And also, you guys follow me as well at Keisha Bar on Instagram and YouTube. And we'll be back with another episode one day soon. Thank you again, Christine.
Bye.